How we doing, gamers? Welcome back to another episode of the Birchlands. It's a little early. I might sound a little bit drowsy, so that's why. Typically I record my videos, I guess, a little bit in the evening, like the afternoon. It's like 10 in the morning right now. So that's kind of why, but I kind of wanted to get right on into this, because today we're going to be revamping some structures. First of which is going to be this thing right here. What is this again? I'm sorry. Oh, it's a Dripstone Farm, you say? Really? I couldn't tell from the outside right here because it's this frickin' block of stone bricks. Like, come on, dude. Like, what is that? And what are these? Are these supposed to be windows? Ew, disgusting. Yeah, this is just thrown on the fly, basically. This was just, built so that way we could build that farm over there, which I guess looks a little bit better. It's not, I think maybe that could use a little bit of an improvement as well, but I don't think we're going to tear that one down. What we're going to do is we're going to move this farm. I've been harvesting it a lot lately. So we're going to move this. We're going to put it on top of the other farm over there, the lava farm. And basically then we're going to put some jungle logs around there. We're going to use some jungle wood basically as like a pathway to get from floor to floor there, because we can't pack a ladder in there, that's for sure. So yeah, we're going to do the next best thing and use ourselves some stairs. Hopefully it doesn't burn. I don't think it will, because there's like a whole bunch of non-flammable blocks around the lava, so it should be alright. And if it's not alright, I guess we'll find out. But anyways, yeah, I think the smartest thing to do would actually be to put the jungle logs on there first, because that's how we're going to actually get up there. And I also do need to make sure that we have enough materials. I believe we do. It's mainly going to be sandstone we're going to be using here outside of jungle logs. I have harvested a little bit more since the last episode where we built that monstrosity over there. The coarse fruit farm, that building. It used up a lot of jungle logs. Go watch that episode. It took a very long time to record, because that's just how much building had to go into that structure right there. But anyways, yeah, we got ourselves some jungle logs right here. I think 3, 4 might be enough. And next thing we're going to need is going to be glass and sandstone. But not just any kind of sandstone. Smooth sandstone. The smoothest, most smooth sandstone in the land. Basically, you get the top sandstone texture on every single side of the block. It's pretty good. Doesn't look like we have any of that, though. So, how do you craft it? I think you gotta smelt yourself some sandstone in a furnace, so I'm gonna go get on that real quick. This is gonna be another problem we gotta solve here too. Occasionally mobs spawn in here. It's like right in the center because it's dark enough, I guess. Kind of a problem. There's been a couple creepers in here that have nearly gone off. Not very good, so we're gonna want to fix that. But we're gonna throw this sandstone right on in here and get straight to work after locating ourselves some sticks. Alright, so how we're gonna do this is we're basically going to have 4 posts right here, 4 logs going up. That's going to create, I guess, it's not really going to create a new platform. It's going to extend the platform that's already up there. And then we'll basically use that. We'll incorporate some stairs here on the side. And all will be good, in theory. Alright, so this is what we got right here so far. No signs of any burning, which is good. I'm pretty sure it would have burned by now if it was burnable. But, now what we gotta do is we gotta build ourselves some stairs here real quick. Now it's really starting to come together. So basically you can walk right up to it. You can go up these stairs right here. And then this is where we're going to have the second floor right here. So I'm gonna start placing in the glass. We're gonna copy basically what we did down here a while back. So that's gonna be 5 glass high, it looks like. And then the door, okay, so this is mostly going to be made out of glass, so no worries. Alright, so that's most of the glass in place right there. We are missing like a stack though. I think another stack should cut it. So we're going to get that along with the sandstone, which hopefully is smelted up by now. We're also going to take a nap. Big surprise, I know. Looky in here. It's not done, but there sure as heck is a lot of it that already is, so yeah, we're also gonna get this popped chorus fruit too. I've been working on it behind the scenes, throwing some in there so that way we can work on the iron farm a little bit more. Basically right now it's just kind of a small fraction of what it's supposed to be. If we go over here, there's a skeleton hiding in the woods. That's very, very scary. And a zombie. My goodness, there's like a million mobs in here. That's fun. They're all just chilling under the leaves right there. But yeah, that's basically what the iron farm is looking like right now. You can kind of see the vision with it, but that's definitely not the full result right there. And I would like to get as many of those blocks placed as we can in this episode, and any episodes in between here and the episode where we're gonna move the villagers in and the zombie, which is gonna be a little bit of a pain in the rear, which is kind of why we're taking this slow, I guess. But anyways, yeah, we can just put all of this in place. Basically, we have the doorway, which is going to be right here, and on the other side is also going to be another doorway, so that way you can access this nice little balcony right here, because we had some extra space. I just realized I forgot the glass. That's fun. Hold on. Also, while we're here, it's also going to be very smart to get ourselves some of the pointed dripstone that we're going to need for this. Kind of essential if you're making a dripstone farm. Conveniently, there's also 2 jungle doors right here, which we could also use. Hopefully they won't burn up, and I'm worried about the one that's going to be on the lower level too, because I don't know if those lava cauldrons down there, if those are considered flammable. I guess we'll find out. I have reason to believe they are, and I have reason to believe they aren't. But anyways, we'll get more dripstone from right there, and another stack of glass, and I reckon that should cut it. We can put back some of the stuff we don't need. We might need to smelt up more sandstone, not gonna lie, because this roof, it is going to use up a little bit of it. And then we kind of got to build another roof on top of it, because there's going to be a small little chamber where the water is going to be at, above the dripstone. And that is going to use definitely more than a stack of this stuff, and we have less than a stack remaining right here. Anyways, roof number 1 is nearing completion right here, but what I'm going to do is I'm actually going to begin working on the area between the 2 roofs. That will be right here. And I believe we also need to do another ring of the sandstone too, to get it to match the bottom floor. We are going to need one more door as well. Forgot about the balcony one right there, but that's whatever. But anyways, I'm just gonna go check real quick after I'm done breaking this. All these mistakes, these little mistakes I made. Yeah, looking down here, it does appear that we only have 25 in the center right there. So just to make things consistent, we're gonna have 25 in the center right here. I'm very doubtful that only 19 of these blocks are gonna be enough to do that. But we're gonna place them in anyway. Yeah, so we're definitely gonna need another stack right here, that's for sure. So I will get working on that real quick. And there we go. I reckon that should be the proper amount of available space for the dripstone right here. We're going to craft up as many of these blocks as we can. And that worked out perfectly. 25 we can craft up with 49 remaining, so we can get this on the road right here. Very nice. No need to worry about going back for stuff, if stuff even exists. With all that in place, it has gotten a little bit dark in here, not gonna lie. These are somehow dripping. I'm pretty sure that's because they were mined from there, and those were dripping. But yeah, it's gotten a little bit dark in here, so I'm gonna solve that problem real quick. We're gonna put ourselves some torches on the walls right here, and hopefully no mobs spawn in the center. But I think it's gonna be really difficult for them to spawn, because these blocks are all gonna be occupied, because it creates dripstone down here as well, which is a little bit annoying, but it's whatever. Anyways, it's not gonna grow without the water on top, so we'll just have to go right on up there real quick. And unfortunately, I am going to need to go back for more water, so yeah. Luckily, we don't have to do it every single time, like with the lava farm, so all we need are 2 water source blocks, and we have infinite water, basically. It's pretty cool. And you can do this with lava, too, in the newer versions, apparently. If you have a certain game rule set to true, I think. And there we go, we can just move all this water right here, and if we move it over here in this direction, you can really speed up the process. And there we go, basically. So there's our water supply. Now, it's time to begin wrapping this up by covering it up with the sandstone. Also going to take a quick moment here to craft some more doors right here. For this, we'll see if that burns when I come back, I guess. And if it does, we have 2 more, so it's not really that big of a loss. We have plenty of wood. I just kind of want to experiment here, and if it stays, I think it's going to look a lot better than just having an open doorway right there. Gonna check the barrels one more time just to see if we have any smooth sandstone lying around in here. Sure enough, here we go. So we ain't gotta worry about whatever's smelting up in there anymore. That's good. And then this is basically going to be the last step we need to take, and then it's all done in theory, unless something bad happens. But I reckon I did it correctly. I reckon there shouldn't be any problems with this farm. As you can see right on over there, it's already growing a little bit. That is fantastic. And with that last block in place, it is officially done, this fabulous new creation right here. It's definitely a lot more aesthetically pleasing. We got it all in one spot right here too. We also have a nice viewpoint right here. I put this here because we kind of have this section that's inaccessible. So why not add a nice view and everything? I think it looks pretty good. Now it's time to go downstairs and check the door, see if it's still there. And would you look at that? It is. Holy cow, dude. So I guess these aren't considered flammable blocks, or it's just out of range. Either way, I'm happy. So yeah, that's basically it. I'm not going to destroy that on camera. I'm gonna just take it apart. Not gonna do anything dramatic like blow it up with TNT. I'm just gonna mine it up off camera, get all the resources, and maybe we'll put something new right there in that little spot. But yeah, that old farm, it's retired now. This is more efficient because we have more height right here. And it's just generally a lot less cramped in here too. You can see the world around you. It just feels a lot less like a bunker and a lot more, I guess, like a farm, you know what I'm saying? But yeah, that's it for this segment of the video. Now, we're going to fix a portal. So basically, I was messing around a little bit in the surface nether when we built the new nether hub in there. I had to break and replace the portal. And basically, it created a new portal over here on the other side. Yeah, said new portal is not within the building, so we're going to rip down the building, basically, and make a whole new structure. I think we're gonna do it, I guess, maybe it's gonna be quite reminiscent of the structure we had for the desert nether portal that used to be over here in episode 3 of this series. So we're gonna do a little something like that over here. But basically, this is where the portal originally was, and this is where the portal is now. And I'm guessing the reason why it came out here is because it couldn't put the portal on top of the building because there are stairs there, and stairs aren't a full block. But, yeah, it's here now. We're gonna fix this. We're gonna hope, actually, that this isn't where I have to put the new building. So I'm gonna rip this down real quick. Yeah, we're gonna see if it creates a new portal where the original portal was, right here in this spot. Alright, and since that building, it's all ripped down now, we can officially begin working. But what I want to do first is I just want to test that portal real quick. Get that thing in position. And, only to destroy it again. Because I want a custom portal. It's going to be a little bit bigger. So, yeah. Taking down the building, the reason for doing that, besides, you know, the portal failing, is because it's just kind of out of place. It's made out of deep slate and spruce wood, or it was made out of deep slate and spruce wood. Yeah, this is what it is now, basically. But, it really doesn't fit with the climate of this biome right here, the birch forest, and how it's like, I guess, a warmer climate right here, and that's kind of materials from a colder climate. I'm not saying we're going to completely outlaw deep slate in this world, but, I just don't think that would really fit the vibe. It was a good build, don't get me wrong, but it just felt a little bit out of place, so that's another reason why we're getting rid of it. I need some dirt. Hopefully this portal works. So this is with a portal mod, basically. You, basically lets you write in custom portals into the game using Datapacks. It can be a little bit buggy sometimes, hence why the portal is black and not red. I don't know why that happened. And I don't know how, like, something like a portal mod could be so clunky in this game, but it is an older version of Minecraft. This is 1.17. I think 1.17 is from, like, 2021. And we're in 2026 right now, so yeah. I can't believe this version is like 5 years old. It really doesn't feel 5 years old. It feels actually pretty modern with all the textures and stuff. But anyways, I'm just looking for dirt right here. Not a lot of it to be seen. We might want to do some terraforming at some point. What it might do, that I'm a little bit afraid of, but it isn't the end of the world, is it might create another portal on top of the portal on the other side. It's done that before. Hopefully that doesn't happen. There should be enough space on the other side for that portal to exist. But, yeah, I guess we're gonna have a moment of truth right here. I need a lava bucket to ignite this one. The mod basically lets you select an ignition block and a frame block, basically. And the rest is all supposedly copy and pasted just from the standard nether portal code. So, I don't know how you could goof this up so much, to be honest. But it is what it is. We're going to work with it. It does work. It is our only means of getting to that dimension right there. And the whole reason that dimension was actually created was because of a slight oversight I made. Because I kind of left a whole bunch of like the nether aspect of Minecraft out in this data pack. So not very good. So I wanted to include that. So we have the surface nether basically. As well as the desert nether too. Which is essentially a hotter climate than this. It's hotter and drier, that's for sure. Anyways, yeah, so we're gonna break down that portal right there. Then we're gonna use the blocks we get from it, as well as with other blocks that hopefully exist in storage. We're gonna use them to build a bigger portal right here. This looks to be just enough to reconstruct it, so here goes nothing. I'm just gonna put it together real quick. And igniting it, it does instill light, which is good, but now this is the real test right here. What's gonna happen when we come out on the other side? Let's see. And sure enough, just as I predicted, it created another portal on top of the pre-existing one. But luckily, thank goodness this isn't a 3-block tall space anymore. I sure am happy about that. But anyways, I think the way we can go to fix this right here is what if we just break the other portal right here? And then in theory, it'll move the portal down here when we come through. So I'm gonna try that. I almost broke that thing. I was thinking about breaking it. We can't do that. We'd be trapped here. I'd have to go get more lava. But anyways, I'm going to go back through. We're going to see what happens on the other side. It links up fine on the other side. So I think it just created a new portal, basically. Which it really shouldn't, because there's already a portal in that X and Z spot right there. Y doesn't matter. You can go as high as you want or low as you want. Y is the axis going up and down. And in theory, that should work fine. So we're going to go through here again and see if it ignites the portal below it. It did not. So I think I gotta actually get rid of this in order for that to work. So I'm just gonna hop onto the other side again real quick. We're gonna grab another lava bucket, so that way we can ignite the other portal from the other side right there. Also, pardon the lag, we're loading a little bit of chunks, so we may have lost a couple frames there, but it's whatever. Alright, so we're gonna go through here again. It should, in theory, do the exact same thing, which it did. So we're gonna break this, and then light the one below it, and then in theory, that should create a new portal, I think. It might actually create another portal on top of the pre-existing one, which sucks, but it's whatever. We'll figure it out. Portals can be a little bit nerve-wracking to me sometimes, because I've messed things up bad with portals, and this is not the spot where it was supposed to come out. Why on earth? That's so stupid, bruh. That's so stupid. Why would it come out here? That doesn't make any sense. You literally do the calculation to calculate where the portal is gonna be on the other side. It's not here. It did the math wrong, dude. That sucks. So I'm just gonna break this. And I guess we'll see what happened on the other side. I might have just broken this completely. That sucks. Alright, going through here. It created another portal on top. So this is gonna be the only portal I think we can actually use right here. Because if I create another one below it, it's just gonna think I want to go over there for whatever reason. I don't even know, dude. This might be cooked. But I still think we can salvage it if, as long as we have a portal here that links up to the portal on the other side without any problems. It should work in theory. I don't think I'm gonna make the portal any bigger though, to be honest, because that could cause problems with this. But yeah, this portal right here, this is gonna need to go. You know, this could honestly be like an infinite duplication glitch for quartz blocks. We have 27 of them right now, just by messing around with the portals this mod creates. We're not gonna do that though, because that's cheating, obviously. But I guess we'll have to build something around here on the other side, so that way this actually makes sense. That sucks. But I'm just gonna verify that it works one more time. Sure enough, it does come out on the other side just fine. So that's what we're gonna have to ball with for now, assuming nothing bad happens on the surface nether side. This right here is exactly how it was before the building was here. We put the portal here first and then built the building around it. So yeah, that video got 1,000 views, so I'm gonna do a similar thumbnail trick right here. Give me 1,000 views, YouTube. Do it now. I showed the portal. It's not in Minecraft, so it should get 1 million views, right? In theory, maybe. Maybe even billions of views, because, you know, people love fake portals in Minecraft. But anyways, what we're going to do next is, obviously, we're going to build the thing around it. And I said that would be quite reminiscent of the original portal structure from episode 3. But I also want to put a unique spin on it, and that would be to incorporate some nether bricks on it. So I'm going to find that. And, yeah, we'll use some nether brick, basically, so that way it really fits the theme. Or, we could use some crimson wood as well. I think that could work out even better, because it's red, like the nether, see? But anyways, we got some nether bricks right here. I suppose I can use those. We got a lot of crimson stems right here. That's really nice. So, yeah, we'll just throw a quick build together, basically. I should also probably get some cobblestones. That way I can fix that hole that the portal made in my roof. Alright, so essentially what we're gonna do right here is I think we're going to do, I guess, just a little bit of an arch going around it here. We're gonna add some depth to it as well. And we're gonna incorporate some sticks in here using fences for depth. Also, we're obviously gonna want a path leading up to this as well. So I'm gonna go get some more supplies. I'm thinking we do, I guess, like the bottom part of it out of nether bricks, and then when we like get a couple blocks off the ground, we'll turn it to crimson wood and stuff. And after taking a nap, my cat has dropped me a rabbit's foot. That's pretty cool. Anyway, so here's the plan. I think we'll do a little bit of nether brick right there, and between it, we'll have some nether brick fence. I'm gonna need another one to do that right there. And then after that, it's just going to be a crimson stem. How does that look? That looks a little tacky, just having it go from this to this. What about crimson wood? I suppose that could work, maybe, potentially. And then up top we'll do a little something like this. And obviously incorporating some fences up here as well. And this is what it looks like so far. I think it could use a little bit of detailing on the side right there. And maybe some stuff going on right here above the portal as well. And you know, we're just gonna scrap the nether brick stuff completely here. I think it would just be better to just use full crimson right here, just to maintain consistency. And then we'll connect everything up using yet even more fences. It's still lacking a little bit of stuff going on in terms of depth right here. Like, look at it from the side. It looks thin as a piece of paper. We don't want that at all. That kind of sucks, actually. So we're going to give it a little bit of depth right here. I think we'll do 2 blocks on either side right here. So 6 blocks total. And then we'll do stairs on top of that. Then we'll do some fences right here and on the side too. You know, why not? There we go. It's starting to really come together right here. You can see the vision. And on top of these, just to add a little bit of light, we're gonna do some torches. Obviously, you know, gotta love that light, even though there is a little bit of light coming from the portal, I think. And obviously, just for, you know, connection and everything, we're gonna connect it to the rest of the base with a little path right here, and I think that looks pretty good, actually. Pretty nice. So we'll do something else on the other side on a future date and on a later date, whatever, because that's gonna be a little bit of a hairy situation right there. We can't move the portal, because if I move the portal, it's gonna, like, frickin' send it off to who knows where, which is gonna suck. We're gonna have to start this series all over again if it transports us out into the middle of nowhere, which would be highly unfortunate. But that portal on the other side, that's gonna unfortunately have to stay where it is, and we might even have to occupy the space below it as well. So what I was thinking is we'll just do like a stairway or something going up to it and try to make it look as pretty as possible. But anyways, if you liked what you saw, make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. I will see you in the next video. This is actually probably, I guess, a little bit shorter than most Birchlands episodes. So yeah, short episode. We built stuff. Cool. Epic sauce.